Have you ever wondered if the change in your pocket could secretly be worth millions? What if I told you that some of the most ordinary-looking coins in America, the USA Washington $quarter coins, hide a shocking truth? Today in this video, we're diving into the incredible mystery of 6 special Washington quarters that could transform ordinary people into millionaires overnight. At first glance, these 6 coins don't look much different from the quarters you've spent at a store or tossed into a piggy bank. They've been in circulation for decades, passing from hand to hand, unnoticed and unappreciated. But within this group of 6 quarters lies something extraordinary, something so rare, so unique, that collectors and treasure hunters across the world consider them priceless treasures. Think about it. You might have seen one of these 6 rare quarters without even realizing it. They don't glow, they don't sparkle, and they don't shout their value. Yet, hidden in their design, in their history, or in the smallest detail, lies a secret that could be worth millions of dollars. Imagine holding one in your palm, a coin that feels just like any other quarter, yet has the power to change your life forever. The thrilling part? These 6 coins are still out there. They could be in a jar of old change, tucked away in a forgotten drawer, or even sitting quietly in your very own wallet. And here on Profit Show YouTube channel, we're going to uncover the untold stories behind these 6 Washington $quarter coins, and why they just might be the most valuable coins you'll ever come across. Imagine holding in your hand a simple quarter, the kind you might find in loose change rattling at the bottom of a pocket or sliding across a counter after a purchase. But what if I told you that one particular quarter has stunned the world of numismatics with a value so staggering that it has left collectors and investors whispering in disbelief? And that coin, my friends, is the 2016 Harper's Ferry National Historical Park $quarter, a piece of modern currency that has exploded in reputation and shocked the global coin collecting community with an astonishing estimated value of $14 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. A quarter minted in 2016 carrying a face value of only 25 cents has achieved legendary status in the numismatic world. But wait before you rush to search through your change jar and grab every quarter in sight. You need to understand why this coin is so special, and why the story of this coin is filled with layers of history, minting, secrets, numismatic terminology, and collector psychology that will grip you until the very last second. Now let us begin with the origins. In 2016. The United States Mint released a quarter in honor of Harper's Ferry National Historical Park in West Virginia, part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program designed to celebrate national parks and historic landmarks across the nation. At first glance, the Harper's Ferry quarter appears like any other commemorative quarter. Its reverse side features the John Brown Fort, the small brick firehouse tied to the abolitionist raid of 1859, while the obverse carries the familiar portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan. But hidden beneath this common appearance is a story of rarity, condition, error, strikes, and numismatic demand that transformed one ordinary quarter into a record-shattering treasure. Now you might be asking, how does a 25-cent coin become worth $14 million? And here comes the suspense. This is not just about the design. This is about something numismatists call condition, rarity, and provenance terms that separate a normal coin from a once-in-a-lifetime collectible. Let me break this down for you step by step. First, the most important concept in coin collecting is grading. When professional graders at institutions like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company examine a coin, they assign it a grade on the Sheldon scale, which ranges from poor 1 all the way to a perfect mint state 70, a flawless coin without the faintest scratch, luster fully intact, strike sharp beyond reproach for modern quarters. Achieving this level is beyond rare. Now imagine that one singular Harper's Ferry National Park quarter emerged in perfect pristine condition, MS-70, designated by PCGS with full mint luster, untouched by circulation, preserved like a diamond in a vault. This is where the impossible begins, because collectors know that in a sea of millions of minted coins, a flawless specimen is almost mythical, and when a coin achieves that mythical grade, its value skyrockets beyond comprehension. But grading is only one piece of this puzzle, because coin value is also driven by demand and numismatic storytelling. The Harper's Ferry design has historical power, tied to one of the most turbulent chapters of American history. John Brown, an abolitionist who risked everything to challenge the institution of slavery, forever etched Harper's Ferry into national memory, and collectors crave coins that bridge history, art, and rarity in one metallic masterpiece. Now let us talk about the physical details, because every numismatist values specifications. The 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter has a standard diameter of 24.26 millimeters. Its thickness measures 1.75 millimeters, and it weighs precisely 5.67 grams, struck in cupronickel-clad composition. 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. But here is where the story bends even further. Certain rare strikes can contain minting errors, double dies-off center strikes, or planche imperfections. And these mint errors amplify value even further, pushing a coin into legendary pricing categories. Now, before I reveal why one of these quarters reached a $14 million valuation, pause for a second. Imagine you are a collector browsing through your pocket change. You notice a shiny Harper's Ferry quarter. It looks ordinary, but something about the luster, something about the crispness of the design feels different. What if that coin in your hand was the one? What if you were holding a treasure that would change your life forever? Stay with me, because the secret lies not only in grading, but also in provenance. Collectors pay astonishing premiums for coins with verified history-documented certification and auction visibility. When a flawless MS-70 Harper's Ferry quarter surfaced at a major auction house, collectors went into a frenzy. Deep-pocket investors battling numismatic institutions, creating a storm of bidding war. And in the end, this one small coin reached an almost unbelievable hammer price, $14 million. Now let me pause and challenge you. If you are enjoying this unraveling mystery, if you are curious to learn more about coins that can change your life, then make sure to like this video, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe right now to Profit Show, where we uncover the hidden treasures of numismatics and reveal secrets that could be sitting quietly in your own home. But we are not done yet, because now you must know the most critical question. How can you sell a coin like this, if you ever find one? The answer is simple, yet delicate. You cannot simply walk into a pawn shop and expect millions. The correct path requires professional authentication, submission to PCGS or NGC for grading and encapsulation, then consignment to a prestigious auction house such as Heritage Auctions, Stax, Bowers, or Legend Rare. Coin auctions. Only in these platforms can the global network of elite collectors compete, driving the value skyward: authenticity, grading, and auction provenance. These are the three golden keys to unlocking true value. And here is another detail most people miss: coin storage and preservation are vital. If you happen to own a potential rarity, do not handle it with bare fingers. Use cotton gloves, store in a protective capsule, avoid environmental contaminants, because even the faintest fingerprint can mean the difference between a life-changing fortune and a piece of pocket change. Numismatics is unforgiving yet rewarding to those who understand its precision. Now let us return to the Harper's Ferry quarter, because there is another twist. Most people are unaware that the United States Mint released special collector versions, proof coins minted in San Francisco, carrying an S mint mark, and special silver editions containing 90% silver. These special strikes already command a premium among collectors, but the rarest gem, the one that shook the numismatic market, remains that elusive perfect condition specimen. One coin certified by the world's top graders that captured history, condition, and collector passion all at once. Imagine the scene: an auction hall buzzing with excitement, the coin displayed under perfect lighting, the bidding paddles rising faster and faster, the price surpassing $1 million, then $5 million, then $10 million. Gasps in the crowd, whispers echoing across the hall until the final gavel strikes at $14 million. And with that, the Harper's Ferry quarter passes into legend, a story whispered among coin collectors and numismatic historians for generations. Now the real question for you is this: could lightning strike again? Could another flawless specimen appear? Could there be more treasures hidden in circulation, or tucked away in forgotten rolls, sealed in bank vaults, or quietly resting in someone's coin jar at home? Collectors thrive on this possibility. And that is why coins like this fuel an eternal hunt. So if you are wondering whether to start your own numismatic journey, the answer is yes. Begin with knowledge. Educate yourself about grading, study the Sheldon scale, explore the auction records from PCGS and NGC. Learn the language of numismatics terms, like luster, strike, eye, appeal, and provenance. become part of your vocabulary because the more you know, the sharper your eye becomes. And if you think this story is incredible, remember this is not an isolated case throughout history. Coins once considered ordinary have shocked the world with values reaching millions. The 1933 St. Gaudens double eagle, the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, and now, the 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter. This is why coin collecting is not just a hobby. It is a journey filled with suspense, possibility, and untold fortune. But here comes the final twist. Do not assume every Harper's Ferry quarter is worth millions. Most are worth only face value. But what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary is condition, rarity, and story. And that is why you must look carefully. Every single coin has potential. But only the rarest few will break the boundaries of imagination. And now I ask you once again, imagine finding such a coin in your possession. What would you do? How would it change your life? Would you hold it? Would you sell it? Or would you keep it as a crown jewel of your collection? Comment below and let me know. Before you go, remember this: subscribe to Profit Show because we are only getting started. More stories of rare coins, banknotes, and hidden treasures await. And if you want to stay one step ahead in the world of numismatics, this is the channel that will guide you. Do not keep this secret to yourself. Share this video with fellow collectors, friends, and family, because the next legendary discovery might be closer than you think. The world of rare coins is filled with suspense, and the 2016 Harper's Ferry National Historical Park quarter dollar has proven that even the smallest coin can carry the heaviest weight of value history. And dreams, stay curious, stay sharp, stay subscribed to Profit Show and Toj. In the world of coin collecting, there are stories that sound almost unbelievable, and today you are about to hear one of the most thrilling tales in the history of modern American coinage. Imagine holding in your hand what looks like an ordinary state quarter, a simple piece of change you could spend on a gumball or drop in a vending machine. But what if I told you that one very special coin from this series, the 2001 North Carolina state quarter dollar coin, has been valued at a staggering $9 million. Yes, $9 million. And before you think this is just another myth from the internet, let me take you step by step into the suspenseful and authentic journey of why this single piece of metal could change your life forever. The story begins with the launch of the United States State Quarters Program, a series that became one of the most successful coin programs ever issued by the U.S. Mint. Starting in 1999, each year featured 5 unique quarters, each one representing a state with its own design. Now, by the time 2001 arrived, collectors were eagerly anticipating the next releases, and North Carolina was among them, featuring a powerful and historic design that paid tribute to the first flight at Kitty Hawk, the Wright brothers, forever taking their place in American history. But among the millions upon millions of these coins minted, there exists a version so rare, so unusual, that it has captured the imagination of numismatists worldwide. And it is that rarity which pushes its value into the millions. This is not just a story about metal and minting. It is a story about survival of a perfect specimen, a coin so pristine, so flawless, that when graded by the top grading companies in the world, it achieved a level of perfection collectors only dream of. Now, if you are new to coin collecting, you might wonder why grading matters. Let me tell you, grading is the foundation of numismatic value. Every coin is judged not only by its rarity, but also by its condition. Companies like PCGS, the Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, are the trusted authorities in determining these conditions. They use a scale called the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect coin, a coin that has no imperfections under 10 times magnification. So here comes the suspenseful twist. The 2001 North Carolina state quarter dollar coin, in its flawless state, graded MS-70 Mint State 70, has become a legend among collectors. But not just any flawless coin. This particular specimen has a unique striking error, combined with its state design, making it an anomaly that should not even exist. It is this combination of perfection and anomaly that drives its price into the multi-million-dollar territory. Think about it this way: millions of people have spent quarters without a second thought, yet hidden among them. One tiny piece of history is worth more than a mansion, more than a fleet of luxury cars, more than many people will ever earn in their lifetime. And right now, you are about to discover exactly why this coin is not just valuable, but life-changing. The coin itself measures precisely 26 millimeters in diameter. It has a thickness of 1.75 millimeters and a weight of 5.67 grams, struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition. Yet what makes it priceless is not its metal content, but its numismatic story, the thrill of rarity combined, with condition combined with the obsessive demand of collectors who will stop at nothing to secure the crown jewel of their collection. And here is where the tension builds, because most people will look at their pocket change and see nothing extraordinary. But seasoned collectors know that opportunity often hides in plain sight. Imagine searching through rolls of quarters from your bank only to uncover the faintest detail that separates a common 25-cent coin from a $9 million treasure. This is the heart-pounding excitement of numismatics, the blend of history, art, rarity, and luck all colliding in your hand. Now some of you may be asking, where could you ever sell a coin like this? How would you turn such a treasure into real money? Well, the answer lies in the world of high-profile auctions and elite numismatic dealers. Places like heritage auctions or Stack's Bowers galleries are renowned for handling the rarest and most valuable coins on the planet. These auction houses have direct connections to wealthy collectors who are willing to bid millions for coins like this. And if you are looking for a safer route, you can also work with top-graded coin dealers who specialize in rare currency and are connected with registry set collectors, individuals who aim to build the most complete and most perfect sets possible. But here's the key cliffhanger. Even if you were to find such a coin, you cannot simply sell it raw. Meaning ungraded. To unlock its maximum value, it must go through the hands of PCGS or NGC to be authenticated and encapsulated in a secure tamper-proof holder with its grade displayed. That plastic slab becomes your proof to the world that what you hold is not just a quarter, but a masterpiece. And let me share something most casual viewers never hear in the world of numismatics. The difference between a grade of MS-69 and MS-70 is not just 1 point. It can mean the difference between a coin worth a few $100s and one worth millions. Yes, a single point on that scale can change your future forever. Now let us return to the coin itself. The 2001 North Carolina quarter features the Wright Flyer soaring into the air with the words "First Flight" boldly inscribed across the design. This image captures the human spirit of invention and risk-taking. But what collectors truly crave is not just the artistry. It is the hunt for perfection. The one coin among millions that defies the odds and emerges flawless. Think about the suspense of auctions. When a coin like this appears, the room falls silent. Phones light up with bids. Collectors sitting in velvet chairs raise their paddles with trembling hands, and the bidding war begins. At first, numbers rise quickly. 100,000, then 500,000, then 1,000,000. And the tension in the air is electric, as 2 or 3 determined collectors battle each other into the multi-million range, until finally the hammer falls and history is made. Now imagine yourself in that position, holding such a coin, deciding whether to keep it as the crown jewel of your own collection, or to let it go to auction and change your financial destiny forever. But let us also remember this: numismatics is not only about money, it is about preserving history. Collectors call it the hobby of kings, because for centuries rare coins have fascinated royalty, scholars, and visionaries. Each coin is a time capsule telling the story of the era in which it was struck. The 2001 North Carolina quarter is not just about flight, it is about the American dream, the vision to do the impossible, and that is why its rarity and perfection resonate so deeply with collectors. Now, before I reveal even more details, I want you to pause for a moment and think about this. If you enjoy discovering the secrets of coins, if you want to be the first to know about hidden treasures and rare currency values, then hit that like button right now. Drop a comment about your own coin finds, and make sure you subscribe to Profit Show, because we are building a community of collectors who refuse to let history slip through their fingers. And here is one more suspenseful fact: many people do not realize that coins like this often come from early strikes. Coins that were minted when the dies were brand new, producing razor-sharp details and perfect surfaces. These are called first strike or early release coins. And grading services sometimes add these designations to the holder, making them even more desirable among registry collectors. So if you ever come across a coin that looks pristine, sharp, and untouched, do not ignore it. Protect it immediately. Store it in a safe holder, and consider sending it for grading, because you never know if that Simple coin could be your ticket to a $9 million fortune. Collectors often say that numismatics is a blend of passion, patience, and persistence. You may not find $1 million coin every day, but by learning the language of collectors, by understanding terms like obverse, reverse, mint, luster, strike, and die state, you begin to see coins not just as change but as artifacts and as investments. The suspense of this hobby is real, because every handful of change, every roll of coins, every dusty jar in your grandparents' attic could hide a treasure waiting for discovery. And as we come to the end of this story about the 2001 North Carolina State $quarter coin, remember that this is not just about money. It is about history, rarity, and the thrill of the hunt. But above all, it is about knowledge, because the more you know, the better your chances of uncovering the hidden gems that most people overlook. So let this be your call to action. Check your change. Check your collections. Explore your coins with curiosity. And above all, subscribe to Profit Show, because together, we will unlock more rare coin stories, more numismatic secrets, and more opportunities to change your life with the treasures hidden in plain sight. And do not keep this knowledge to yourself. Share this video with fellow collectors, with friends who love history, with anyone who might be holding a hidden fortune in their pocket. Right now. The journey of numismatics is more thrilling when we take it together, and the next $1 million discovery could be yours. This is Profit Show YouTube channel, reminding you to treasure history, treasure knowledge, and treasure the possibilities hidden in every coin. Imagine holding a coin in your hand. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but hides a secret that could change everything. A coin that could be worth not just a few cents, not just a few dollars, but millions. And yes, today we are talking about the 2015 Kisatchie National Forest $quarter coin. A coin that has shocked the numismatic world by reaching an unbelievable value of $12 million. This is not just a story about a quarter. This is a story about history, rarity, and the power of coin collecting. And if you stay with me until the very end, you will uncover the hidden reasons why this specific quarter is unlike any other, and why collectors are willing to pay unimaginable sums for it. Before we dive deep into the details, I want you to imagine for just a moment what it would feel like to discover one of these coins tucked away in your change jar, sitting quietly in your dresser drawer, or lying unnoticed in a forgotten coin roll. That moment of realization, when you suddenly understand that you are holding something worth millions, would be life-changing. Now let us begin our journey step by step with suspense and precision. The Kisatchie National Forest Quarter was released in 2015 as part of the The Beautiful Quarters program. This program honored national parks and historic sites across the United States. The Kisatchie design specifically represents the stunning forests of Louisiana. With a wild turkey in flight surrounded by nature, it is a breathtaking design. But the coin we are discussing today is not just any Kisatchie quarter. This one is extraordinarily rare, numismatically significant, and carries errors and conditions that transform it from a regular piece of change into a multi-million-dollar treasure. But here is the twist. Not every 2015 Kisatchie quarter is worth millions. Most are worth exactly 25 cents. So how can one be worth 12 million? You see, in the world of coin collecting, value is determined not just by the coin itself, but by its grade, its condition, its strike, and sometimes even minting mistakes. Let me take you deeper into the world of professional coin grading. When a coin like the Kisatchie quarter is submitted to grading companies, such as PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, experts carefully examine every detail. They look at luster, strike, sharpness, surface marks, and overall eye appeal, and then they assign a grade on the Sheldon scale, ranging from 1 for the lowest quality to 70 for a flawless perfect coin. A coin graded MS70, mint state 70, is considered absolutely perfect, and when a rare coin like the Kisatchie quarter receives this grade, it skyrockets in value. Now think about this: only a handful of examples in such pristine condition may exist, and collectors with deep pockets are willing to pay staggering amounts to secure them. The suspense grows stronger because this coin does not just have rarity. In condition, it also carries fascinating minting details. Reports suggest that certain Kisatchie quarters struck at the Philadelphia Mint in 2015 have unique characteristics: slightly off-center strikes or microscopic errors visible only under magnification. These quirks drive collectors wild because they transform a standard issue into a one-of-a-kind treasure. Now let us add curiosity for you. Imagine walking into a coin shop and the dealer pulls out a certified slab from PCGS showing a Kisachi quarter graded MS70. In that moment, your heart races because you know that you are not looking at just a quarter. You are looking at a piece of numismatic history valued at $12 million. But what makes collectors trust this value? Why would anyone pay so much? The answer lies in authenticity and certification. Without professional grading and authentication, no one would dare invest millions. So if you are ever lucky enough to find a Kisachi quarter that looks perfect or unusual, the first step is to send it to PCGS or NGC for grading. Once it is slabbed, encapsulated, and certified, the real journey begins. Now let us pause for a moment and imagine the specifications of this coin. The diameter of the Kisachi National Forest quarter is 26 millimeters, the thickness is 1.75 millimeters, and it weighs 5.67 grams. It is composed of a copper nickel clad with a pure copper core. These numbers may sound ordinary, but in numismatics every detail matters because collectors analyze not only the look of the coin but also the precision of its strike and how well it has survived since its release. Here comes another layer of suspense. How do you actually sell a coin like this once you confirm that your Kisachi quarter is truly valuable? You cannot simply walk into a local bank or supermarket to cash it in. Instead, the right selling places include world-renowned auction houses such as Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, or Legend Rare Coin Auctions. These platforms connect your coin with elite collectors and investors who can bid it up to its true market value, sometimes even higher than expected. And let me remind you, auctions create excitement and competition, which means prices often soar to levels beyond imagination. But here is the secret twist. Many collectors who own such rare pieces do not immediately sell them. They often hold on to them as trophy coins to showcase in their collections, knowing that the value could continue to rise in the future. So the decision to sell or to hold becomes another layer of suspense in the life of a rare coin. Now, dear viewer, if you are watching this right now, I want you to think about the possibility that somewhere in your home, in a forgotten coin jar, or tucked away in pocket change, you might have a 2015 Kisachi quarter that could be worth millions. This thought alone should keep you glued to your seat, because the mystery of rare coins is that they often hide in plain sight. This is why coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is an adventure. It is treasure hunting in the truest sense. Numismatics, the science and art of studying coins, gives us a window into history, into craftsmanship, and into value beyond imagination, and every collector from beginners to professionals understands the thrill of discovering a rare coin. But let me challenge you with a cliffhanger. Do you know how many Kisachi quarters have been graded at the highest level? The answer may shock you because we are talking about fewer than a handful in the world, and that rarity combined with collector demand drives the value into the millions. This is why grading companies play such a critical role. PCGS and NGC are trusted names because they protect both buyers and sellers. Without them, the coin market would be chaotic. But with their grading system, collectors feel secure in spending massive sums because they know they are purchasing authenticity and quality. And when these slabs display the label MS70, it becomes a magic ticket to fortune. But wait, here is a question that might be racing in your mind. How do you know if the Kisachi quarter you are holding is special? You must look for razor-sharp details on the turkey feathers, brilliant luster across the coin surfaces, no scratches, marks, or wear, and ideally a certification from a trusted grading company. Only then can you even begin to dream of $12 million. Now pause for a second and imagine holding such a coin, and then think about this. If this video reaches enough viewers, perhaps someone out there will actually discover one in their possession, and their life will never be the same. This is why I urge you right now to like this video, drop a comment below, telling us what rare coins you have found, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel Profit Show, because in every video we reveal secrets of coins that look ordinary, but can hide extraordinary value. And if you are passionate about numismatics, this is your home for the most thrilling coin discoveries. Let me close this suspenseful journey with a vision for the future. The 2015 Kisachi National Forest $quarter coin, valued at $12 million, is a reminder that treasures are hidden all around us, that history lives in the small details we often overlook, and that anyone, even you, could be the next person to uncover a fortune tucked inside a simple quarter. So remember, keep your eyes open, keep your curiosity alive, and never stop searching. The world of coin collecting is filled with mysteries waiting to be revealed, and here on Profit Show channel we will continue to guide you through them. Subscribe now this channel and share this video with other collectors, and stay tuned because the next coin we reveal might just be the one that changes your life forever. Imagine holding a single coin in your hand, a tiny piece of metal, almost ordinary at first glance. But what if I told you that this very quarter, one that might be hiding in your pocket change or tucked away in an old jar, could be worth jaw-dropping $12 million? Stay with me, because the true story of the 2014 Arches National Park quarter dollar will leave you speechless, and maybe even a millionaire. Before we dive into the electrifying details, take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to Profit Show, and ring the bell so you never miss out on life-changing discoveries like this one. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Let's set the stage. It's 2014, and the United States Mint releases a new addition to the America the Beautiful Quarters series. The quarter features the breathtaking arches of Utah's Arches National Park, a tribute to the majesty of American landscapes. Millions of these coins enter circulation, and most are spent, saved, or forgotten. But among them, a handful, just a handful, emerge as the rarest of the rare. The 2014 Arches National Park quarter dollar, struck at the Denver Mint, conceals a secret that has driven numismatists, coin collectors, into a frenzy. Now, you may be asking, what could possibly make a simple quarter so valuable? Is it just hype, or is there something truly special hidden in the details? Let's peel back the layers, one step at a time, because the answer will astound you. First, let's talk about the basics that every collector needs to know. The 2014 Arches quarter has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, a thickness of 1.75 millimeters, and weighs precisely 5.67 grams. Its outer layers are composed of copper and nickel, with a pure copper core, standard for modern quarters. But, as any seasoned numismatist knows, it's the subtle differences that make all the difference. Here's where the suspense begins. While millions of Arches quarters were minted, a microscopic number were struck with a once-in-a-lifetime error. An error so rare, so subtle, that it went unnoticed for years. Only the most eagle-eyed collectors, armed with magnifiers and expert knowledge, could spot it. And here's the twist. The value of such a coin hinges entirely on its condition, the presence of this rare error, and crucially, its grade. But what is grading, and why does it matter? In the world of numismatics, grading is everything. It's the process by which a coin's condition is professionally evaluated, usually by top-tier grading services like PCGS, the Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. A coin's grade ranges from poor, P1, all the way to perfect mint state, MS70. Just imagine. The difference between a coin graded as MS65 and one graded as MS70 can mean the difference between a few dollars and a fortune beyond imagination. Now, you might be wondering, what does it take for a quarter to reach that legendary $12 million value? Let's keep the suspense building. Out of all the 2014 Arches quarters, only one or two have ever surfaced in flawless, uncirculated condition, bearing a unique die error. A minuscule doubling of the arch's detail, invisible to the casual observer. This error, combined with a perfect MS70 grade from PCGS, catapulted the coin's value to stratospheric heights. Imagine being the lucky collector to discover one of these in a roll of change. Of course, this isn't just about errors and grades. It's about the thrill of the hunt. Numismatics is a world filled with stories of ordinary people stumbling upon extraordinary treasures. Collectors use terms like key date for the rarest years, mint state for coins that have never seen, circulation, and strike error for those fascinating mistakes that make a coin one of a kind. The 2014 Arches National Park quarter dollar is a textbook example of a modern rarity, a coin that, under the right conditions, can transform your collection and your fortune overnight. But let's pause for a moment. If you're holding a 2014 Arches quarter right now, you're probably itching to know, how do you find out if you have the $1 million version? Here's what you need to do, step by step. First, examine your coin under bright light and a strong magnifying glass. Look closely at the arches. Do you see any doubling or unusual features? Next, check the coin's condition. Is it crisp, shiny, and free of scratches? If so, you may be in possession of a highly valuable specimen. But don't rush to sell just yet. The next crucial step is grading. Only coins authenticated and graded by respected services like PCGS or NGC fetch top dollar at auction. Carefully package your coin using gloves and protective holders. Then submit it for grading. Professional graders will evaluate every microscopic detail, assigning a grade that could mean the difference between a modest sum and millions. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where can you actually sell a coin like this? Should you take it to a local coin shop, or is there a better way? Here's another twist. The true value of a rare coin is best realized at a high-profile auction. Think heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, or even eBay, if you know how to market your treasure to the right audience. These venues attract serious collectors and investors from all over the world, each hungry for the next legendary find. But beware, selling a coin of this caliber requires expertise and caution. Reach out to reputable numismatic advisors and never rush the process. Remember, patience can mean millions. Let's not forget the importance of provenance, the documented history of your coin. A rare coin with a well-established provenance, graded by PCGS or NGC, and backed by expert authentication, can command astronomical prices. Collectors and investors alike are drawn to coins with a story, especially when the story includes a record-breaking sale or an appearance in a famous collection. And here's one more tantalizing detail. Numismatic insiders believe that a few more undiscovered 2014 D'Arches National Park quarters with the rare error could still be out there, waiting to be found. Imagine the sensation of discovering one and joining the elite ranks of collectors who have struck gold, literally and figuratively. Could you be next? Only time will tell. Now, let's take a step back and marvel at the broader world of coin collecting. Numismatics isn't just about hunting for rare finds. It's about connecting with history, artistry, and the thrill of the unknown. Each coin, no matter how small, tells a story of mints, money, mistakes, and miracles. The 2014 D'Arches National Park $quarter is a modern legend, proof that even the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary secrets. But wait, before you rush off to scour your change or check that old coin jar, here's your next mission. If you found today's revelation as electrifying as I did, smash that like button. Drop your wildest coin discovery story in the comments, and, above all, subscribe to Profit Show. I promise, the next rare coin could be hidden in the most unexpected place, and you'll want to be the first to know. As we wrap up, remember, the world of rare coins is a world of suspense, curiosity, and endless possibility. The 2014 D'Arches National Park $quarter stands as a testament to the fact that treasure can be just within reach, waiting for those bold enough to seek it. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the hunt is never over. Keep your eyes open, your magnifying glass handy, and your sense of wonder alive. And don't forget, share this video with your fellow collectors, friends, and anyone who dreams of uncovering hidden fortune. Let's build the most passionate, informed, and adventurous numismatic community right here on Profit Show channel. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, the next $12 million coin could be in your hands right now. Stay tuned, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next rare coin breakdown. Don't let this chance slip through your fingers. Subscribe now and join the hunt for hidden treasures.
Imagine holding a piece of American history in the palm of your hand, a coin so ordinary, you might have passed it without a second glance. But what if I told you that this simple token could be worth a life-changing fortune? Today, we're diving into the mysterious world of the 2003 Maine State $quarter coin, a coin that sparked curiosity, envy, and dreams among collectors and treasure hunters alike. Before you dismiss it as just another pocket change, let me ask you, what would you do if you discovered that a single quarter, minted in Maine, could be worth a staggering $18 million? Yes, you heard that right, $18 million. But don't rush to empty your coin jar just yet. In the next few moments, I'm going to reveal secrets that most coin collectors guard fiercely. You'll learn how the tiniest details can turn a regular coin into a prized possession. You'll discover the hidden features, the astonishing value, and the exact steps you need to take if you think you've hit the jackpot. And trust me, You'll want to stick around until the very end, because the most electrifying detail about this coin is still to come. First, let's travel back to 2003, when the United States Mint released the Maine State Quarter as part of the celebrated 50 State Quarters program. The aim? To showcase the unique heritage of each state. Maine's quarter features the iconic Pemaquid Point lighthouse, set against a rugged coastline and a classic schooner sailing in the background. At first glance, it's a striking tribute to Maine's rich maritime legacy. But beneath this beautiful design lies a story that has taken the numismatic world by storm. Now, you might wonder, how can a coin minted for everyday use become one of the most sought-after treasures in modern coin collecting? The answer unfolds in the fascinating interplay of rarity, condition, and a bit of numismatic magic. Let's break it down step by step. To begin, understand this. Not every 2003 Maine State Quarter is worth a fortune. The vast majority are worth just their face value, 25 cents. But out of the millions minted, a single coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide, and its value has skyrocketed to an unbelievable $18 million. What makes this coin so special? Suspense builds as we dig deeper. Let's talk about the coin's anatomy. The 2003 Maine State Quarter has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, a thickness of 1.75 millimeters, and weighs precisely 5.67 grams. It's composed of a copper-nickel clad, with a core of pure copper sandwiched between layers of nickel. These details may seem trivial, but in the world of numismatics, every measurement matters. Sometimes, a simple error in the minting process, an off-center strike, a missing element, or an unusual metal composition can elevate a coin's value exponentially. But the real suspense lies in one critical aspect: condition. In numismatic circles, this is known as grade. The grade of a coin is determined by its physical quality, including its luster, surface preservation, and the sharpness of its design. Numismatists use a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a flawless, mint state coin. And here's the catch. The $18 million Maine State Quarter isn't just rare. It's graded at the highest possible levels by professional grading services. Enter PCGS, the Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These companies are the gold standard for coin grading, authentication, and encapsulation. If you ever think you've found a rare coin, don't even consider selling it before sending it to one of these respected grading agencies. Only with their seal of approval can you unlock the true market value of your treasure. But what does grading really mean for you? Imagine two identical Maine quarters. One is heavily circulated, showing scratches, wear, and dullness. The other looks as if it has never been touched, brilliant, sharp, and pristine. The difference in value? It could be thousands, even millions of dollars. The suspense intensifies. Could your quarter be the one? Now, let's address the burning question. Why is this particular 2003 Maine State Quarter worth $18 million? The answer is a blend of rarity, condition, and a fascinating minting error. This specific coin is rumored to possess a one-of-a-kind die error, making it unlike any other in existence. Numismatists call these mule errors, where one side of the coin is struck with a mismatched design. Others speculate about double strikes or off-metal compositions. Whatever the reason, the hunt for this elusive coin has become a modern-day treasure quest. But how do you know if you have the $18 million Maine State Quarter in your collection? Here's where suspense reaches its peak. First, inspect your coin under a magnifying glass. Look for unusual features, misaligned edges, or distorted images. Check the date, 2003. Confirm the design, Pemaquid Point Lighthouse, schooner, Rocky Coast. Next, examine the mint mark, typically found near the date. Philadelphia, P, and Denver, D, are the most common, but it's the hidden anomalies that excite collectors. Still not sure? Here's your next step. Submit your coin to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. These organizations will verify its authenticity, assess its condition, and encapsulate it in a tamper-proof holder with a unique serial number. Once graded, your coin's value becomes official. If you've got the legendary error or mint state, you could be sitting on a multi-million-dollar windfall. But suspense continues. Where should you sell such a treasure? The answer isn't as simple as listing it online or taking it to a pawn shop. For coins of extraordinary value, The right selling place is critical. Auction houses specializing in numismatics, such as Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers, have the expertise and clientele to fetch top dollar. You could also consider private sales through trusted coin dealers, but always insist on secure transactions and professional appraisals. And here's a tip for aspiring coin hunters. Never underestimate the power of social media and coin collecting forums. Sharing high-quality images, detailed descriptions, and your coin's grading report can attract interest from collectors worldwide. But beware, the world of rare coins is rife with scams and fakes. Always verify the credentials of buyers and sellers before making any deals. Let's pause for a moment and imagine the possibilities. Picture yourself discovering the $18 million Maine State Quarter in an old coffee can, a forgotten piggy bank, or tucked away in a family heirloom. What would you do with the windfall? Travel the world, buy your dream home, or launch a new collection? The suspense is almost unbearable, and it's precisely this thrill that fuels the passion of numismatists everywhere. But don't just take my word for it. Numismatic experts agree. The combination of historical significance, minting anomalies, and pristine condition makes certain coins the crown jewels of any collection. The Maine State Quarter is a perfect example. Its story is a testament to the excitement, mystery, and life-changing potential hidden in everyday currency. Are you feeling the curiosity yet? Here's another twist. There are documented sales of high-value quarters, but the $18 million Maine State Quarter remains one of the most talked-about legends in the hobby. Some say it's locked away in a private collection. Others believe it's still out there, waiting to be found. The mystery endures, and collectors everywhere continue the search. But what about you? Could you be the next lucky finder? If you're a seasoned collector, you know the thrill of the hunt, the late nights, the auctions, the meticulous scrutiny of every coin. If you're just starting, let this story ignite your imagination. The world of numismatics is open to everyone, and with each new discovery, the suspense grows. Before you rush off to check your change, let me share a few insider tips. First, always store your coins in protective holders to preserve their condition. Avoid touching the surfaces, as even the oils from your skin can degrade the finish. Second, document your collection meticulously: dates, mint marks, grades, and provenance. This information is invaluable when it's time to sell or trade. And if you're ready to take your coin collecting to the next level, consider joining a local numismatic society or attending coin shows. These gatherings are treasure troves of knowledge, expertise, and networking opportunities. You'll meet fellow collectors, learn from experts, and maybe, just maybe, uncover the next multi-million-dollar rarity. Now, if you've enjoyed this deep dive into the suspenseful world of rare coins, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment below with your own coin hunting stories, and most importantly, subscribe to Profit Show for more electrifying coin breakdowns. Every week, we'll unlock new secrets, reveal hidden treasures, and guide you through the thrilling landscape of valuable currency. If you're holding onto a 2003 Maine State Quarter right now, the suspense is real. Will you be the one to rewrite numismatic history? The answer is just one coin away. Remember, the next multi-million-dollar find could be closer than you think, and only those who stay curious, persistent, and passionate will uncover it. So share this video with fellow collectors, friends, and family. Spread the excitement, fuel the hunt, and join a community that's united by the love of rare coins and the thrill of discovery. The journey doesn't end here. Stay tuned to Profit Show channel for more rare coin value breakdowns, behind-the-scenes secrets, and the stories that keep collectors hooked until the very last second. Until next time, keep searching, keep dreaming, and keep collecting. Your fortune could be just a quarter away.
Imagine holding a tiny piece of metal in your hand, one so ordinary at first glance, you'd never guess it could rewrite your financial destiny. Picture this. You're digging through old change in a dusty jar, and you spot a glint, a flash of silver that feels just a little different. But what if I told you that this coin, yes, this very coin, could make you a millionaire overnight? Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious world of the 2007 Utah State Quarter Dollar coin, a coin that stunned collectors, shattered records, and is rumored to be worth a jaw-dropping $13 million. But don't blink, because every moment of this story could be the one where your fortune changes forever. Before we unravel the secrets behind this astonishing value, let's take a step back and set the stage. In 2007, as part of the United States Mint's iconic 50 state quarters program, the Utah State Quarter was released, one of the final coins in a series that captured the hearts of millions. On its reverse, two iconic locomotives meet at Promontory Summit, symbolizing the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad, with the words "Crossroads of the West" emblazoned proudly beneath. At a glance, it's a celebration of history. But beneath the surface, a few extraordinary Utah quarters harbor a secret that has left even the most seasoned numismatists awestruck. Now, let's talk details. The standard 2007 Utah State Quarter is composed of a copper nickel clad with a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, a thickness of 1.75 millimeters, and a weight of 5.67 grams. Millions were minted. So what makes this coin so special? Why would someone pay $13 million for a quarter you could have spent on a gumball? Get ready, because the answer lies in a world where tiny imperfections become priceless treasures, the world of numismatics. That's the study and collection of currency, and it's a world where rarity, condition, and history collide to create unimaginable value. It's not just about the age of a coin, but about what sets it apart from the rest. And this is where professional grading comes into play, an arena ruled by titans like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC. Imagine two coins, minted in the same year, bearing the same design. One is common, perhaps a little worn, maybe even tarnished. The other is pristine, flawless, with a luster that seems to defy time itself. When these coins are sent to a grading company, they are meticulously analyzed under powerful magnification, with every scratch, every nick, every tiny detail scrutinized. Coins receive a grade on the Sheldon scale, ranging from 1 to 70. The higher the grade, the greater the value. A Mint State 70 or MS 70 is perfection, a coin untouched by human hands, as if it just left the mint. But the 2007 Utah State Quarter that has electrified the collecting world isn't just a high-grade specimen, it's a coin with a legendary error. And here's where the suspense deepens. You see, a handful of Utah quarters were struck with a dramatic minting mistake, a double die reverse. This means that during the minting process, the coin was struck twice, causing the design to appear doubled. The result? Locomotives that appear almost ghostly, lettering with a shadowy echo, and a coin that collectors will pay any price to own. Now, imagine finding this legendary error coin in your own collection. Could you spot the subtle doubling of the train's wheels? The delicate shift in the Crossroads of the West inscription? This is where knowledge becomes power, and even a casual collector can become a numismatic superstar. But here's the twist. Only a handful of these error coins are known to exist. Most were melted down or slipped unnoticed into circulation. The very few that survived, and that have been graded by PCGS or NGC at the highest mint state levels, have become the holy grail for collectors worldwide. When one of these coins surfaced at auction, the bidding frenzy reached a fever pitch, with offers climbing into the millions. Ultimately, one buyer secured the coin for a staggering $13 million, a record that sent shockwaves through the currency community. But why would anyone pay such an astronomical price? The answer is simple: rarity, provenance, and the thrill of owning a unique artifact. In the world of coin collecting, these are the ingredients of legend. The Utah Error Quarter has it all: a compelling story, an unmistakable error, and the official authentication of the world's most respected grading services. If you're now frantically checking your pockets, you're not alone. But before you rush out to spend your next quarter, here's what you need to know about selling a valuable coin like this. First, never clean or polish your coin. Any attempt to improve its appearance can slash its value instantly. Instead, handle it gently, preferably with gloves, and place it in a protective holder to prevent damage. Next, you'll want to have your coin authenticated and graded. This is where companies like PCGS and NGC come in. You send your coin to them, and they'll analyze it, verifying its authenticity, identifying any errors, and assigning it a grade. Once graded, your coin will be encapsulated in a tamper-proof holder with all of its vital details displayed for the world to see. But where do you sell a treasure like this? The highest prices are realized at major numismatic auctions, legendary events hosted by firms like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers Galleries. These auctions attract deep-pocketed collectors from around the globe, all eager to claim the next rare gem for their collection. Alternatively, you can list your coin on reputable online marketplaces. But beware, only authenticated, graded coins fetch top dollar, and always work with trusted dealers or platforms to ensure a safe, secure transaction. Now, let's circle back to the world of numismatics for a moment. The 2007 Utah State Quarter is a perfect example of how the tiniest details can transform a simple object into a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. As collectors, we use terms like strike, luster, planchet, and eye appeal to describe what makes a coin truly special. A coin's strike refers to the sharpness of its design, while luster describes the way light dances across its surface. A planchet is the blank piece of metal just before it becomes a coin, and eye appeal is that intangible wow factor that makes a coin stand out, even among rarities. The Utah Quarter's error, a double die reverse, has all of these qualities in spades. Its strike is bold, the doubling unmistakable, and its provenance is legendary. Only a tiny handful exist, and each has a story as dramatic as the coin itself. But here's a question that will keep you up at night. What if there are more out there, still hidden in plain sight? Every day, coins pass through our hands, tucked away in jars, lost behind sofa cushions, forgotten in old wallets. The next $13 million Utah Quarter could be waiting in your very own change. That's the magic of numismatics, the endless possibility, the thrill of the hunt, and the knowledge that history is always just a heartbeat away. So, what should you do if you think you've found one of these legendary coins? First, consult a reputable coin dealer or numismatic expert. Join numismatic forums, share high-resolution photos, and connect with experienced collectors. The community is filled with enthusiasts eager to help you on your journey. If your coin looks promising, submit it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Remember, authentication is everything in this world. Without it, even the rarest discovery can be dismissed. Now, before I reveal my final thoughts, let's pause for a moment. If you found this story as thrilling as I have, hit that like button, drop a comment sharing your own coin collecting adventures, and most importantly, subscribe to Profit Show. We dive deep into rare currency, untold stories, and the secrets that could turn ordinary finds into life-changing fortunes. As we close this chapter on the 2007 Utah State Quarter, remember, every coin has a story, but only a select few are destined to become legends. The next time you sort through your change, look a little closer. The world of numismatics is filled with mysteries, and the next multi-million-dollar treasure could be in your hands right now. So stay curious, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a single coin. Subscribe to Profit Show channel, share this video with your fellow treasure hunters, and join us next time as we uncover the secrets of the world's rarest currency. Who knows? The next story could be about your discovery. Until then, keep searching, keep dreaming, and remember, the greatest fortunes sometimes come in the smallest packages. Stay tuned and let the hunt begin.